A rare sight is just closing down in our nation's capital. 40 straight days of worshiping coming from a white tent near the White House. Paul Strand visited David's tent when it was wrapping up its worship marathon.
David's tent started as a vision last year of worshipers from all over the nation gathering somewhere in Washington, D.C. to praise their God without ceasing for 40 days and nights. But these ministers of music had never planned to end up right on the White House ellipse, within eyesight and earshot of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, just about as close to the center of secular world power as one can get.
The National Park Service actually suggested to us the White House ellipse. And so we just felt like through that whole circumstance that God was screaming at us, I want to be central in America.
Park Service people helped the David's Tent worshipers to be here again this year, and they've already greased the skids for next year, when Hershey and friends plan to take it up a notch.
We really feel like God said 50 days, one day for every state. I've already met with the National Park Service, and they've already given me the preliminary permitting for 50 days next year.
Alexandra McDonald came all the way up from the Virginia Beach area to serve and to sing here.
The Lord has really marked this event, this David's Tent this year, with peace and a lot of favor with the Secret Service, with the park police. Every day we'll have a Secret Service agent come up here and we'll get to pray with them. It's so crazy.
Alan Avery is a regular among the worshipers. He believes there's real transforming power in the praise.
I believe it does change and shift atmospheres, and that's what we're here to do. We're saying God's presence wants to invade, us. Washington, D.C., our world, our state, our nation.
Avery says many believers come by, but plenty of non-believers too, pulled in by the sweet presence hovering over the place.
They just love it. They just love the worship because worship brings people in. And I just believe God's presence is so strong that he can minister to people's hearts whether they know him or not.
And some have come to know him at David's Tent, one in an extraordinary way.
One of our girls one night chased somebody down on the ellipse as they were walking away, chased him down, pulled him back, witnessed to him. He came back the next night and gave his life to Jesus.
Now the David's Tent worshipers want to transform not just individuals, but a city, maybe a nation.
We're just praying, saying, God, help us mobilize the nation next year, that a national call could go out, that literally this city could be redefined and known for a place to gather and praise the name of the Lord.
So as these folks wrap up their second year and prepare to return for a third, their goal is that Washington won't only be known as the world's most powerful city, but as a place where the nation comes to praise its God. Paul Strand, CBN News, the White House.